Hi, quick video about the popcorn cassia. This is an annual for me in here in Indiana because I am a zone 5. These are tropical, so a lot of people have them in Florida and places like that, and if they don't get too cold, they can weather them over. If not, you find them in South America. So there's other versions of this. Cassia Selena, I don't know if I'm saying that right, and otherwise known as candlebrush. This one, some people say it smells like buttered popcorn. I personally feel like when you rub the leaves and smell it, that it does smell like buttered popcorn. Other people online say it smells like wet dog. So I don't know. I guess it just depends on the person. Let me show you a little bit about this plant. I will show you more updates. This is now early September. It just started flowering the last week of August. So I finally have flowers. I'm waiting for the seed pods, and those will come after the flowers. So fingers crossed nothing happens to this plant between now and then. Here's a new one forming. Okay, this is going to be a new bud. Isn't it cute? It's tiny. Let me do this. This is the bud, and the reason it's called popcorn is because it looks like this all the way down the stalk at first, right? And then it starts busting open like popcorn does. And let me show you these, because that bud has really had taken its toll. And if you see this one here in the back, it's a better version, right? Because it starts at the bottom, it opens up. So each one of these, if you notice how this one's opening, give it time, hopefully the wind will stop so it won't be blurry. But these will open and they'll kind of pop open, kind of like popcorn pops, right? And then, so they go from the bottom and they start opening all the way up to the top. Ends up being very pretty. This is part of the legume family, and so I am hoping for seeds. I had one of these years ago and I'd gotten a lot of seeds off of it. That one I left on the deck in a pot and it didn't get quite this big. So I ordered this one late June, and I am 5'2", and it's just right up past my thigh. So here, and I'll step backwards. I've been doing a couple projects. I have paint all over me. Look how big it's gotten. In fact, I'm having to be careful mowing because it's come out over top of the yard. Which, honestly, I just thought about making the bed bigger, but next year I'll put it a little closer to the flagpole. And I'll show you the buds one more time. I'll do another video on what it looks like. I think it smells so good. I'll do another video about what it looks like as it hopefully is starting to grow the seed pods. Now, and I don't know how well you guys can tell, I'm getting some more buds growing too. If you look right there, that's another bud. This is the top of it. This is what it starts to look like before it all opens up, when it's all nothing but the black. I tried to put one last year in a pot in my sunroom. My sunroom is warm, but it's not hot, and it didn't make it. And I ended up not getting seed pods, but I think trying to keep it in the sunroom, it didn't truly pollinate. I never got flowers last year when I left this in the sunroom. So this year it moved outside and it's loving out here. Some new leaves. So if you notice, the new foliage is a little bit lighter green than the older foliage is. This thing got really heavy, so Ed let me grab some of his old arrows and then I tied it up. So I did tie it up. A big semi was coming, and a smaller. We have a lot of gators running around up and down the road, so between the semi and the gator, I paused you. But yeah, I had to tie it up because it was getting kind of heavy. Now, I left it loose when I tied it. I don't know how well you guys can see. A lot of flex in that line. And then down here, I used my green tape that I usually use on my tomatoes. And I left a lot of flex in it because I wanted to hold it up, but I didn't want to break the plant or cut the stalk. And I ended up, the husband let me use a couple of his old arrows. And so there's 3 arrows down there. And I just wrapped them around the outside of the plant, help hold the plant up because it's getting heavy. I'm going to jump off here. I just wanted you to see the popcorn cassia plant. See what it looks like. Show you the new foliage. More foliage growing here. More foliage growing here. Isn't it pretty? And hopefully I will get the seed pods. So I'll keep you guys going and show you what it looks like here in another week or 2. I'll go ahead and post this video. I think it's a beautiful flower. I found it at, they are not sponsoring my video, Annie's Annuals and White Flower Farms are the only 2 places this year I found it. About 3 years ago, every garden center locally had it, so I don't know. Which is why I'm hoping that I can get, ooh, look, another bud. Another flower bud. So I'm hoping that I can get me some seeds from it. I still have a few seeds from years ago, but I went ahead and just ordered the plant, and now I'm glad I did. My neighbors drive by and they look at it, and none of them have stopped in to ask me what it looks like yet, but it's beautiful. So, popcorn cassia. See you later. Be good to each other. Hit like, hit subscribe.